Eli Born BAY BAY, a name that should sound familiar to any actual fans of this channel. Me and him have had some interesting beef in the past, but that's all behind us now, and I also deleted the videos regarding anything to do with that, so it's gone and you can't find it. We've also made a song together and played around a few games of Fortnite together, which was pretty fun. But now, Eli recently has released an album called Free Mono. It's very good, and you can tell that he's put in a lot of effort and heart and soul and blood and work into it. But apparently, there's a little storyline that takes place throughout the entire thing, and I tasked myself with figuring out what the story is. So I did that, and I actually got it approved from Eli that it is the correct one. I did have help from Jack. I forgot to mention, he helped a bit, but yeah, Eli did say that we got it right, so everything that I'm gonna say is part of it officially, and I'm right and you're wrong. Okay, let's start. So the story actually starts in the second song, called I Don't Know What to Say, and it starts with Eli just having a chill day with his homies. But then suddenly he gets a text from a girl, who we'll just call Girl 1. Girl 1 asks Eli if he likes her, and Eli waits a bit too long to react, or is, distracted by COVID. It's not that clear about which it is, and therefore misses his chance. He then ends up getting to know Girl 1 and discovers that she's kind of a jerk. Eli attempts to return to his normal life, but he feels like he's missing something. He thinks that he needs a girlfriend in order to feel complete. Then he meets Girl 2, who is unlike any other girl he's ever met. After much thought, he approaches her and asks her out. After things, quote-unquote, do not go well, Eli begins to lose sight of himself and sees his existence as fiction, like a lousy movie scenario. To divert himself, he begins watching an anime called Mystery Girlfriend X, which he becomes a bit too immersed in, calling it a fantasy and claiming that he's addicted to a fantasy. Eli begins to imagine himself in the anime world, enjoying a better life with Arabe, I don't know, it's a character from the show, as his lover. But he understands deep down that everything he's imagining is a lie, and he still feels like he's alone. He claims to be wearing a paper bag, but no yellow raincoat, a reference to Little Nightmares 2, because in the game, the main character has a paper bag on his head, and he meets a friend who wears a yellow raincoat. Eli began to refer to himself as Mono, which means alone, and is also the name of the main character in Little Nightmares. After convincing himself that his fictional partner isn't real, Eli has now entirely transformed into Mono, quote-unquote, I quit eBay. After a while, Eli gradually heals and understands that he doesn't need a girlfriend to feel whole, though he still hopes to see Arabe someday. The sad part is, though, that Eli still feels like he might end up breaking her heart if he ever does meet her. And that's where it ends. So yeah, now go listen to the album, it's very good. And when you listen to it, you can be like, oh yeah, that's what Eli was talking about. And that part. And that part, when he was talking about that, he meant this. Yeah, alright, cool. Bye. Go listen to him, go subscribe to Eli, and subscribe to me, and goodbye.